Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance with the Rude Man. In the last episode, we got some training in swordsmanship, and we got a little bit of training in archery. In the meantime, we also had a sword fight and a fist fight. And now we're ready to take on our bailiff duties. I got to find the Nightingale, which is a guy that I'm supposed to go on patrol with. I think he wanders around here someplace. I'm just running all over these graves. Didn't realize that's what they were. That's him right there. I'm trying to catch up to him. You know what? Before I do, let me do something here. Let me go into our inventory and do some checking. I want to make sure that I keep up with the... Yeah, see, I've got a level up here in speech. If you don't keep up with these, they kind of get away from you. Speech, final offer. When a trader loses patience with you during haggling, you get one more chance to make another offer. I need to be haggling more, I guess. Let me take this highborn speech here. It increases your speech level by 3%. Well, it's not a percent, by +3. When talking to nobles and wealthy people, you don't have the lowborn perk simultaneously. So evidently we've got highborn or lowborn. I'm going to take the highborn. I think I'd rather have more influence with the highborn. I may be wrong, but I'm going to take that. I very well could be wrong. Right, we have a main level perk here. Let's see. Manly Odor, Night Rider, Scout. What's the Scout? Fast Travel. Let's do that one. Gonna do Scout. And I think that's all I have. Let's see. Combat, I've got Sword perk. Let's see. Blunt Strike. Weapon, short sword, hunting sword, or saber. Stab, slash. Instead of a starting strike from the right, strike unexpectedly on the opponent's face. Turn your weapon around his and strike him quickly with the blunt end. Oh, if you have a shield, use it for edge striking. Oh, okay. So what's this one? This is the long sword. With a rapid Zornhow from the Ox stance, parry the opponent's strike to the side from your left shoulder and thrust the point straight to his chest. Well, I don't know if I have a long. I think to begin with, I'll probably end up having a short sword. I don't think I can handle a long sword yet. I don't think I have the. I don't think I have the skills. So let's take that one. Skills: lockpicking, better lasting, or repairman. The repairman, I think, is. After picking a lock, you have 20% chance to fix any broken lock picks. I think I'm going to take the longer lasting lock pick. Alright, so now that we're caught up on stats. Right. Alright, let's go meet this feller.
Here I am. My name is Henry. We're supposed to go on patrol together?
I see you're kitted out.
Ready to get going.
I'm Nightingale. Aren't you that lad the mill wench brought here on a cart?
I've lost.
Oh, you mean Teresa?
My home, my
Teresa?
family, my livelihood.
Yes, she rescued me. She turned up with Captain Robard and his knights.
All honor to the girl. She has bigger balls than most men. Tell me, how did you pay her back?
Uh-oh.
Well, I thanked her.
That's not much, is it? You should go and see her when you get a chance. So, how did you end up in the
What's
service
this
of
guy,
the bailiff?
Cupid? None of your business. No. Yeah, I want to go into his service.
I wanted to enter the service of Sir Radzig, but he sent me here to learn.
And learn you will. You're lucky, lad. Sir Radzig must like you. Most lords would have just sent you on your way.
Come with me, Henry. We'll patrol the town and then check on the taverns to make sure they lock up in the evening.
I'm ready.
All right. This guy seems to be a nice enough guy.
I'm supposed to try you out and, with the help of God, teach you something. So I expect you to deal with any misconduct yourself. I'll make sure you don't do anything too stupid. Let's go.
What? You do something stupid?
This is our church, St. Matthew's.
Okay, now, it looked like we had a quest for Teresa. So she'll probably go on a walk with us
Not only as the
now.
house of God, but as the crypt of the Lords of Lipa, our masters. The gravedigger lives right round the corner. The priest, too. Our parish priest. A man shouldn't speak ill about servants of the Lord.
Okay, so he evidently doesn't like the priest.
This is our rat house. Pretty big, eh?
Yeah.
The bailiff and his hands live there, and our maestro protonotarius, the scribe.
A scribe,
And
huh?
the jailhouse. You don't want to see the inside, not even as a guard.
Nope.
Naturally, we have an executioner too, but he doesn't live in town. That wouldn't be proper, as I'm sure you know.
Yeah,
He lives by Gallows Hill, the other side of the creek. This pillory was brand new in autumn, and 2 people have already been rotting on it. The swordsmith lives here.
I guess I'm not going to get a word in edgewise. Yeah, we already read about the executioner in our codex.
What the hell is going on here now? Just go and check it out, Henry.
All right, let's find out what's happening
Go to the
here.
church. Go back to your people. I don't want you here. Is that manure pile not big enough
What?
for you?
That was rude.
What are you two screeching about? Stop making such a ruckus.
About time you turned up. This filthy beggar thinks.
My name is Jane.
She doesn't look
No
too,
one
doesn't look
cares
too
what
dirty.
your name is. This filthy beggar thinks she can come and stink in front of my shop. I want you to get rid of her.
How is she bothering you?
What's the problem here?
This is my shop, and I won't have beggars sitting on my doorstep. Let her go and squat in the square. She won't be in anyone's way there, and there's plenty of folk to beg from.
Okay. Let's talk to Jane, see her side.
Must you sit here, of all places?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Folk drive me away wherever I sit. I can't keep walking all day and night.
Okay. Drive the beggar away. That would be kind of, I don't know. Where's she going to go? You should stay here, and that's not right either. Yeah, let's go the Christian route.
Can't you show us some Christian charity, Armourer?
What? Have you any idea how much I've given away in alms, even to this witch only yesterday?
Is that true?
Might be, might not.
Did you get any alms or not?
Yes.
From the Armourer here?
I don't know. And even if I did, that was yesterday, and my belly's empty again today.
That's true.
What would you know about it?
Well, let's see. It's not my right to have him tell her to give alms if he's already done it. So let's go with the speech route.
We're both good Christians, aren't we? We should each give something to the poor soul.
And what then?
Then Jane will be on her way. Immediately.
King Solomon
Oh,
now,
success.
are you, lad? Fine. Fine, have it your way.
God bless you, and you too, citizen. I won't be a nuisance no more, really. Thank you. Thank you.
Cool.
Jesus, you're as bad as each other.
What does that mean? All right, well, I guess we solved that one. I wonder if I need a washing. Whether I did or not, I got one. Where'd our guy go? Here he goes. And you know what? Did I put the right helmet on? Yeah, I guess I did. It just looks like it's all beat up. All right.
Your old neighbours are living here now. It's a bit of a shithole. Even so, you should be thankful to Sir Hanush. If the town burghers got their way, your folk wouldn't be let anywhere near the town. And now our people aren't too happy with him. Some fools are even calling for Sir Hanush to finally hand the fiefdom over to the young lord, Sir Hans Capon. Sir Hans's father, old Sir Yeshke,
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
kept it till he was an old man. Then he retired from it, first to Moravia, then to eternity. Sir Hanush is managing the fiefdom
So he died,
until Sir
eh?
Hans comes of age. They're related by blood somehow, the same great-great-grandfather or some such. The time's coming soon enough when the estates have to be handed over. These affairs often end in conflict. I hope we have nothing like that here.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Jane Bertie Jezek? What's that? Cat dog. Go bite somebody. You know, I've got the feeling like this game is going to go on and on for a long time. There's just quite a bit to it. That could be good or bad.
This square here, it looks much better during the markets. Then it's filled to bursting with folk from all around.
Alright, we're going this way. We'll walk in the water because it's more than likely it's piss and shit. Oh, pardon my French. Don't step in the... Oh, she walked right through... Oh, she walked right over it. Is that Jesus?
We've also got the baker's shop here, and that mad merchant Wolfram Pruder. Pruder has a pretty daughter, but he keeps her on a short rein, which the young bucks are none too happy about. I heard he even keeps the poor lass locked up at home all day.
Well, I wonder how pretty she is. Is that a piss stream?
There's one alehouse here on the market square, the Trader's Tavern. The other's up by the gate. We'll be going there later.
Alright. To the gate. Check on some guards maybe, eh? Is this guy the lead guard or something? Probably. He must be the boss of everybody. Are you the boss of me? Probably.
Let's move along to the Inner Bailey.
So the Inner Bailey, that's what this is called, huh? What happens here now?
Look here. See that filthy beggar?
Yep.
By Christ, I'll show the bastard.
What's he doing different than the other beggars?
Comfortable, are we?
Arms, please, sir.
Who do you take me for? Are you stupid or just insolent?
Oh, what's the matter?
Stupid, then. There's no begging allowed here, so pick up your stinking arse and haul it somewhere else.
Who am I bothering here?
Me. Us. Everyone. If Sir Hanush saw you here, he'd take a whip to you.
All right, I'm going.
Damn beggars. You offer them a helping hand, and they want the whole arm. It's not like the rules aren't clear. Beggars belong at the church.
Okay. But there's beggars everywhere. Why'd you pick up that guy? That doesn't make any sense.
Here's the forge. The blacksmith has some trouble, and he's not working at the moment, but his apprentice is standing in for him tolerably.
Okay.
I hear you're a blacksmith's apprentice, too. You lot could help if needed, couldn't you?
Us? What do you mean?
You and your master, or your father, whoever taught you. What is it, lad?
My father was the master blacksmith. He was killed in Skalitz.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Thank you. So am I.
My papa died not long ago. Of course, it was old age got him. That's not the same, but I know a little how you feel.
Well, that was nice of him. Trader's Tavern. Is that the tavern owner or just a layabout?
There. Oh.
Ah, walk this way, huh? Through the gate. Do I have to close it behind me?
The Rate fiefdom is pretty big. Naturally, it starts here by the town and continues along
Whoops.
the Sasau River.
Oh, jeez. I'm getting behind. Sorry, I was just trying to close the gate.
Lots of farmhouses scattered around. Neuhof, Merhoyed. Master Smill is in charge of Sir Hanush's stables. He's by far his best vassal. It's all a bit complicated for a newcomer, I suppose. This lord here, that lord there, this exemption here, that right there. Exemptions from exemptions, rights to half of something, so on.
Yeah.
It'd take you a year to make head or tail of it.
Would.
This tower was only half the size when I was a young lad.
Sir Hanush had it extended and made into an armory.
Oh. Yeah, that's the armory that we had to go get our kit. See? This is bigger right there. He's not at the church. Of course, he's right by the dung pile. Have you noticed there's dung piles everywhere? Oh, place must stink. Chickens. Oh, here's the gate. Okay. He said there was another
God be with
Oh,
tavern
you,
here.
Benesh. How goes it?
Well enough, Nightingale. It's quiet today.
Good. Where's Moimir anyway? Isn't he supposed to be here with you?
Yes. He hasn't turned up yet.
Oh, I see. Now where might he have got to then?
Well, where do you think?
You don't know, eh?
There's a tavern right
Let
there.
me tell you something. When the bailiff finds out Moimir's slacking off, he'll be in serious shit. And being a friend of his, you wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
Okay, so now what?
So it's better if I deal with it and we leave the bailiff out of it, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
So where is he?
In the tavern. He was thirsty, so he...
Went for an ale. We know how that goes. Come on, Henry. Let's go and find that idler, and you'd better talk some sense into him.
I have to talk some sense to him? Oh, he said he has to talk some sense into him. We just have to go find him. All right. We can do that. If I can keep up with this old guy. Is that him? That's him right there with this wench.
What the fuck are you doing here when you're supposed to be on the gate? Move your partners and go and guard the gate. Not a word. Get moving. You're lucky it was me found out, not the bailiff. God forbid Captain Bernard. Out!
Is he gonna go? I guess so. All right, let's follow this guy. He wants me to sit with him. Alrighty.
That fool got me all worked up.
Yeah, me as well.
Me as well, the lazy bastard.
My words exactly. And just when we need every pair of eyes. You never know when the humans might creep up on us.
That's right.
But that's enough about
They
that.
could be over there in
Let's
that
not
pile
let
of
it
wood.
Spoil our day. Listen, since we're sitting here anyway, how about a little game?
All right.
Why not?
How's this work?
Just one more thing and we're done for the night. Ringing the end of the day and closing the taverns.
Isn't it still a bit early?
Well, it's getting dark.
I don't know how it was in Scarlet, but here in Rattay we close up at this hour. Except, of course, during fairs and big festivals. Then we don't close at all.
I see. Should I go and ring the bell?
If you wouldn't mind, the bell is hanging outside the rat house. Ring 3 times, then go to the Trader's Tavern by the market square and make sure the innkeeper closes up.
I'll do that.
Before I forget, it's forbidden to walk in Rattay at night without a torch. Here, take this one.
Really? Forbidden? Well, okay. Well, I think I already had a torch, but, matter of fact, let's see. Yeah, I got a torch. So maybe now I have 2. All right, so I got to go to the rat house and ring the bell. So let's figure out where that's at now. That's the gate. It would be this way. Now, see these. Do you call them wenches? These women don't have torches. Is he talking about the guards need torches? Because there's a guard. He doesn't have a torch. There's another one. He don't have a torch. So I thought it was forbidden. Who's it forbidden to? Good question. It's selective forbiddenness. There's a miller, I can tell by his hat. Or he could be a baker.
Over there on the old road.
Or he could be just a guy that wears silly hats. Because I'm starting to get hungry. I'm going to have to check into some food here pretty soon. Alright, now there's the rat house. It's that big building right there. She looks like a zombie. She wasn't even swinging her arms or nothing. Alright, before I ring the bell, let me look at the codex and see if there's something we need to do. Codex. What should we go over? There was something about women of the Middle Ages, since we were checking that woman out that looked like the zombie. Women in the Middle Ages, in the medieval, purely patriarchal society, the man was the head of the family, with the roles of women determined by their relationship to him: daughter, sister, wife, mother, or widow. Girls had a short childhood, according to municipal documents, reaching the age of majority between 12 and 15 years of age. Boys, in terms of territorial law, became grown-ups at 15. Men spent most of their time at their craft, trading or swordsmanship, depending on their station in life, while women attended to housework and the family. Only a widow could obtain permission to conduct trade or a craft activity, with the help of journeymen, of course. Village women did not leave their homes very much or wander the vicinity needlessly. Some rules about venturing out were dictated by social class, while townswomen and noblewomen could venture beyond the home only when accompanied by their spouse or servant. The wives of artisans, merchants, and peasants could walk about unaccompanied. The domestic activities of well-to-do women included embroidery, cleaning, childcare, shopping, and playing musical instruments. Village women spent their time working in the fields or pastures, beekeeping, weaving, spinning, preparing food, knitting, and sewing. During the High Middle Ages, the ideal of beauty was a thin, pale woman with long blonde hair, small rounded breasts, relatively narrow hips, and a narrow waist. The most important thing was, of course, health and fertility. A woman in the Middle Ages would, from the beginning of sexual maturity, be pregnant virtually every year. It was not unusual for one to be a mother 3 or 4 times over by the age of 20. Births were complicated and aftercare inadequate, so the risk of death in childbirth was great. Girls were afforded less attention than boys, but when it came to honors, the contrary applied. Old maids seduced daughters and unmarried mothers brought the family shame. While boys inherited the livelihood, the parents of girls had to accumulate a dowry with which to compensate the bridegroom. Tough times, I tell you, tough times. All right, let's ring this bell. Okay, now we got to run up to the tavern and tell them that it's closing time. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here. Is that a priest? There isn't a lot of activity in town. You can spend a lot of time wandering around. Okay, here's the tavern. Oh, cutscene.
And the canon of St. Wenceslas in Olomouc was so drunk, he dragged the pig to the market square, saddled it up, and rode it out of the town gate. No, we can see that this wasn't going to end well. So, Sir Peter and I rode off to look for the good canon on his pig.
Did you find him?
We tracked the filthy beast down to a sty beyond Cronow. I mean, the beast with a tonsure on its head. We never found the real pig, but the Reverend was sound asleep in the pigsty.
Birds of a feather stick together. It seems the same goes for pigs and prelates. I toast, gentlemen, to pigs and prelates.
God save their bacon.
Oh, no.
Sir Hans,
what's he
forgive
going to
my
do?
intrusion, but I need...
Oh, but what? You want to join us? Want to buy us around? I'm afraid we don't drink with peasants. You're not in your village now, boy.
No, sir. Curfew's been rung. The alehouse is closing.
Nothing closes while I'm sitting here. If that's all, you're dismissed.
Are you out of your mind, lad? You can't cross his lordship. He's got a temper like a bear with gut ache. If I was you, I'd get lost before he shows it.
The bailiff instructed me to close the tavern at the proper hour. He doesn't want anyone disturbing the peace after curfew.
The bailiff? The bailiff can kiss my arse. I trust you haven't forgotten who's the rightful lord of Rattay.
No, it's Sir Hannes.
Ooh.
Is he here? What? Is he hiding under the table, maybe? No! Then what he wants isn't worth a fart in a bathhouse. And besides, he's only in charge till I grow up.
Which clearly hasn't happened yet.
Oh, God.
Enough! You can't talk to me like that. I'm a nobleman.
Come now, sirs. You're not going to fight here, are you?
We most definitely are. This yokel needs to be taught his place.
Are you kidding? This is not good, but Henry's too stupid to know any better. Or too stubborn. Pig-headed. Alright, let's see what we can do with this guy. Ooh, I kicked him.
That'll teach you how to talk to your betters. That'll show it. Let him have it, sir.
Now.
Holy crap. We're beating the shit out of this guy. Okay, back up.
Metka! God damn!
I kicked the hell out of him. I'm gonna be in deep shit.
Crucifix! What in the name of Christ is happening here?
Uh-oh.
Hell! Answer me, damn you!
This peasant insulted me. I had to teach him a lesson.
By rolling around in the mud like a hog? That's a fine example of noble conduct.
Sir Hannes, the bailiff ordered me
Silence! You shut your mouth and thank your lucky stars that you are Radzig's ward. Have you gone out of your mind? Raising your hand to a nobleman? And you, Hans, how many times have I told you that drinking with your subjects might be good for their morale, but it's bad for your honor? You spend all your days drinking and chasing wenches, which wouldn't matter if you paid any attention at all to your duties. And now we see what that leads to. Tomorrow, you will go with me to a hearing. Some landowners have asked me to settle a dispute. It'll be an excellent lesson for you.
I had planned to go hunting, but if you think listening
There he
to
is
the
with his
pointless
nose
gripes
in the
of a
air
bunch of old
again.
fools will benefit me, so be it.
Oh, hunting. Well then, Your Grace, I'll tell you what. You can go hunting.
Really?
Oh, naturally. Who am I to deprive the young Lord Capon of his sport? And you can take Henry here as your page.
Oh, no.
Him? Absolutely not.
You'll do
I
as
agree.
I've commanded. It's time you learned how to lead people, and not just in drinking and brawling. Now get out of my sight.
Great.
Sir, I have responsibilities of the bailiff.
Not anymore. Your responsibilities now are the Lord Capon. It's time you learned how to behave in the presence of nobility. Let's go. Tell the kitchen I'm hungry. It's been a long journey.
Yeah, tell the kitchen I'm hungry, too. I guess that doesn't work around here. I'm not the king of the castle, I suppose.
End of this cleaning.
Yep, you're left to clean up the mess. Sorry about that. Alright. So now what?
I feel a bit sorry for Alishka. Sorry.
As soon as it's
She's
done
that scoundrel for years.
loading me up with quests here. Is it done? All right, let's look at the journal, see what we got going. The Prey. Meet Lord Capon at dawn in the courtyard of the upper castle. Oh, jeez. In the course of training, I had the honor of making the acquaintance of Sir Hans Capon, and we didn't get off to a very good start. We ended up brawling in the tavern. Sir Hanish is punishing both of us by sending us hunting together. It was clear that neither one of us was looking forward to the expedition. Yeah, I think I'm going to get the worst of this one. All right, so we got the Prey, we got Vengeance, Courtship. We do want to take care of that. Teresa, the Miller Pessick's niece, is a good friend of mine from Skalitz. I've known her since we were children, and we've been through a lot together. I haven't spoken to Teresa for ages. I should stop by and go see her. What? She's got a lot of work at the mill, though, and only has time before noon. All right, so, well, this is going to have to wait, because we got to meet the Lord in the morning. Mightier than the sword. Yeah, I really, really want to do that, but that's in a different town. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go home and get a good night's sleep, is what we're going to do. And we'll have to make sure we're up bright and early. Now, I did get in a fight, so let me wash up. Make sure I'm clean before I go to bed. Okay, let's grab something to eat. Oh, drop in the pot. What have I got to drop in the pot? Let's see. What happened to all those hairs that I had? Apple. Really? Didn't I have rabbits? I don't know how to cook them, I guess, huh? Well, okay, I don't have anything to put in the pot. Hey, hi, Teresa. All right, let's grab some sweet pancakes. Wonder if I keep taking these, does she keep making them? We'll have to find out. Give that thing a chance. Let's see. We got everything going rotten on us. Dang it. I let stuff go bad. Let's eat what we know is good. Well, wait a minute. We just picked those up. They're going to last a while. Let's see. Dried fruit. Let's have some dried fruit, dried meat. I think these dried things will keep. Salami's going bad. Oh, I can't waste salami. I'm going to eat it. Yuck. And then we're going to have to drop some of this bad food. It's not good for us. So let's drop the bread. I'm going to have to pick up more food somewhere. Oh, what a waste. Seriously. Even the pretzels are bad. I didn't know pretzels went bad. The apples are bad. Alright, well, I got rid of all the bad food. Oh, jeez, now they're going to rot on the floor. Alright. Let's get this sleeping out of the way. Was she going to pick it all up? I don't know what she's doing. Okay, so let's go to, let's see now. We do have to still have time to get there. So if I get up at 5, it'll probably take me till 6 to get to where I need to go. So let's just do that. Really slows down that last hour. Time sure flies. Time flies when you're having fun. All right, here we go. Get up, Henry. All right, there's Teresa. She needs a blanket. She's going to freeze her butt off. Well, there's a fire right there. But... Okay, so it is before dawn. Sun hasn't come up yet, but like I said, we still have to walk all the way over here. So, let's see, it's going to be about 6 o'clock before we get there. It's an hour walk. That seems to be a little bit unreasonable. All right, so I don't think that Capon is here. Capon, or whatever his name is. Capone. Capon. So we may have to wait a little bit. I should have probably slept till 7, maybe. We're supposed to meet him in here somewhere. There he is. Right on time. Oh, perfect. What's he doing? Oh, posing, are you? Hunting.
Here I am. I'm overjoyed. Have you got a horse?
No, sir. Where would someone like me get a horse?
Steal it.
Point. Unless it was a cart horse, I suppose. Well, you'll just have to trot along behind me like a good dog.
Great. That wonderful person you are. Can't I borrow a horse?
But, sir, isn't there a horse I could borrow?
Oh, certainly. Why don't you just have mine? Or, then again, you can just run alongside as befits a peasant.
Oh, this guy. Am I going to survive? Oh, I see the reference now. He's got hunting dogs. I get to run along like the rest of the dogs. I get it. This is just going to be a ball. I can outrun his horse. Look at this. I'm not even running. It's a quick walk.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Hurry up, blacksmith!
Well, I can outrun you. Look at this. Ha ha ha. Of course, I run out of stamina if I do that. But... Okay, so what do you got planned for us there, Mr. Lord? Anything fun? That horse has got a pretty tail, doesn't it? So...
Look here, blacksmith. About that business at the alehouse.
Yes?
Yes, sir?
Hanush was right. I should have behaved differently. More, well, gentlemanly. But that doesn't mean you were in the right. You can't throw a lord out of the tavern in his own town. You understand?
Yes. I was just...
What? Speak up!
I was ordered to.
Don't worry, I won't bite your head off.
It's just that when you said those things in the arena, sir, I was a little upset.
Ah! I just like to tease greenhorns a little. And you vexed me too. You were insolent to Captain Bernard and they rewarded you with service. Whenever I do anything reckless, even if it's for my honour, Hanush is on my back about it and I get punished. Like now.
I didn't mean to threaten anyone.
Well, it's all water under the bridge. Let's not spoil our hunt.
So are we getting along now? Is that the deal? And I don't remember being insolent to Bernard. I guess just my presence was insulting. Are we best buds now? Yeah, that'll be the day. Mr. Green and Yellow.
Let us talk of something else. Is this your first time hunting?
This kind? Yes.
I've been hunting since I could walk. If you're not a complete blockhead, you might learn something useful.
Oh.
And if you don't cock it up entirely today, maybe I'll take you again.
Oh, wouldn't that be
It's always
pleasant?
helpful to have a minion at hand.
As I said, I have hunted before, but it wasn't...
Chasing bunnies with a pitchfork isn't hunting. Observe and learn.
I'll do the best I can.
Sir. Pompous ass. Geez, how far are we going to go?
Listen, I wanted to ask you about scallops.
Well, I don't want to talk
don't
about
know if-
scallops.
That is, sir, I don't know if that's a suitable topic of conversation for the hunt.
We're not hunting yet. I'd like to hear about it at last from someone who was actually there.
The Cumans attacked Skallets, and, anyone who didn't flee.
That's what they all say. I want detail.
Is it really necessary, sir?
Arguing with the nobility again, eh? It seems you're a bit of a rebel.
No, not at all, sir. It's just that... Well, it's hard for me to talk about.
I see. So I'll have to get you drunk first.
Oh,
Not sure even that would work.
We'll have to find out, won't we? There's a nice little place just north of here. We'll camp there and you can tell me all about it.
If you wish, sir.
And don't dilly-dally. Let's try and get there before the day's out.
what's this guy doing out here? Oh, great. I was afraid we were going to have to run around and talk about nothing forever. Good Lord, how far do we have to go? This better be a very nice place, I tell you what. Alright, so it's a fast travel point. Where's the camp? Oh, that's kind of nice. Is this the camp? Where'd he go? Oh. Oh. Oh, so I'm assuming that this place could hold several hunters. And they park their little horsies over here. Would you ever take the saddle off, though? That's not very nice. Kind for the horse. This is cool. Ooh, there's a pot. I wonder if we can cook in it. Eat from the pot. Sweet.
Bring me wine and bacon from the saddlebag.
Yes, sir. Okay, I got bacon. And I got wine. Okay. Wine and bacon. Well, bacon is cured, I suppose. So it would travel well, kind of like jerky.
What is the matter with you, Henry? My horse, saddlebag, wine, bacon. Do you want it in writing?
I got it. Give me a break.
Coming up, sir.
At long last.
All right. Take it. Oh, do I get to keep one for myself? Well, no, I'll give it to him.
So, are you enjoying being on the hunt?
This is it?
Although we haven't actually hunted anything yet.
There you go, Henry.
That doesn't matter.
Mr. Obvious.
Hunting is a diversion. The main thing is to get out of Rattay for a while. Listening to Hanush's lectures all day long would drive anyone mad.
All right. Tell me about your parents.
How come Hanush looks after you anyway?
For a start, he doesn't look after me. I'm not an infant blacksmith's boy. Hanush is just managing my property until I'm an adult.
When will that happen?
What are you implying?
Nothing. I didn't mean it like that. I meant that you seem quite adult to me already, sir.
Oh,
Well,
good, Henry.
It's hard to say. Before he died, my father appointed a council of nobles to decide the matter. Only they can't be bothered travelling halfway across the country just to assess the claim of some stripling. Under normal circumstances, it wouldn't be necessary. The king would decide on my adulthood. Only...
The king is gone.
Yeah, there is that.
Just so.
All right, so what the hell does a noble do all day?
If I may ask, sir, what does a lord like you do all day?
When I was little, I was awfully bored, I can tell you. There was always some courtier or teacher dogging my footsteps. Now I spend most of my time trying to learn from Sir Hanush. Governing is no joke. At least most of the time. Only last week I had to listen to complaints from my subjects.
But that could be interesting too, couldn't it?
My lord, this yokel here empties his piss pot in my yard.
And sir, that old hag put a spell on my cow, and sir, my old woman is fucking half the village.
Like a flock of sheep, bleating all the time. Even study is more interesting.
That's why they call them sheeple. Okay, so what is it that we're going to hunt anyway?
What are we going to hunt?
Humans.
What?
What?
Look at Henry.
You should see your face.
That was a good one.
I got you there.
He did.
We'll see what we can get. But I'd like to bag a boar. One, at least. And a few hares, too, eh? But what about you? Before I couldn't get a word out of you, now your tongue's loosened. So, tell me about Skalitz. I heard Sigismund had 100 banners there.
Well, fine.
I don't know, sir. I didn't have time to count them.
Yeah, it was a miracle.
Both of my parents were killed in Skalitz, right in front of my eyes. The Cumans slaughtered my friends and neighbours, and it was a miracle I got away. I don't know what else I can add.
I'm sorry about that. But tell me, I heard in the tavern...
What, that Sigismund flew down on a dragon? That the Cumans have horns and hooves? I'm sorry, my lord, but for me, Skalitz isn't a tale of adventure to share over a tankard of ale.
All right. I understand. Well, never mind. Anyway, it's too late to go anywhere today. But tomorrow we set off at first light. Got it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, that wasn't too bad. He didn't treat us too awfully. Okay, so I guess we're on our own until morning, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. When morning comes around, we'll take off on the hunt.